Grace and peace, social cam family, and all my social network peeps. Come to you late this night, early this morning. Sorry to report that another young man has lost his life. Murder, homicide. It just seems like in our urban community that death is a viable option. Murder seems to be the ticket of the day. People fighting over turf, people fighting over dead presidents, people fighting over land that none of them own, people fighting over beefs, and they're ending it by killing, they're ending it by shooting, they're ending it by maiming. Many people are praying, preachers are talking, groups are praying, people are coming together, everybody's looking for an answer. How can we stop the violence in our community? How did it become this bad? What's going on with our young people? Why are they jumping police? Why are they jumping security guards? Why are they jumping each other? One of the things I've been pondering, one of the things I've been wondering about, how do we end the broken promises that our children have experienced over the last couple of generations? How we screwed their mamas, had a great time, but didn't lay behind, didn't stay behind, didn't man up long enough to take care of our fruit. All these young males, all these young females that were forced to actually raise themselves, growing up in poverty, growing up in a broken household, growing up where their brothers and sisters possibly had different fathers, growing up being the outsider, growing up with questions, growing up wondering, and then nobody giving them an answer. And everybody's giving them a bag of chips and a little quarter drink and say that everything is going to be all right. Fairy tale promises, falsehoods about their culture, falsehoods about their faith, falsehoods about people loving them unconditionally. Then even receiving the falsehoods with those supposed to have their back. And all they wanted was family. All they wanted to do was look for somebody that would care. And the reality is that every time a brother's killed, a family goes without a father, a family goes without a son, a family goes without a brother, a family goes without a nephew, and friends go without a partner. And it seems like the beat continuously goes on. I'm not knocking none of the marches, I'm not knocking none of the protests, I'm not knocking none of the prayers, because all of that is good. But I also believe, brothers, we need to go back home, not to stay. But we need to stop by and take care of our offspring. We need to go by and see about our little youngins. We need to go by and see about our little young pups. We need to go by and check on those that we have left to fend for themselves. They're coming out of the youth house, they're coming out of jail, they're coming out of prison with no answers, with no help, with no connections, with no hope. And hopeless people will always take vengeance on a community. So it is my desire, not just to pray, not just to preach, but to practice what I preach. To encourage every man to go back and reclaim your community. Go back and reclaim what you declared as your good. Go back and make an impact on those that are your offspring. Let your children know that you are alive and well. Even if you don't have nothing, you can give them time. You can give them hope. You can give them love. You can give them the facts of life. You can give them some education. You can just give them you. When you have done the best that you know how to do, then I won't beef with you. I won't have a complaint. But it's sad that death seems like a viable option, that murder seems like the daily routine, that shooting up and maiming is an answer to a troubled generation, children that are hurting, young boys that claim they are men, and we have a generation without no type of guidance, love, or protection, just poverty, becoming more wicked, more vicious than ever before. I believe that it's redeemable. I don't believe that God would do anything that we all can do for ourselves. So may you have a good night. I'm praying for the family of the one that lost his life tonight. Peace, family. I love you. Hotep, God bless you. Praise the Lord. But do something that counts. Later.